Welcome to the Rediscovering Your Joy process. This process takes you back through your life to explore and discover what brings you true happiness and fulfillment without alcohol. So let's begin. Start by finding a comfortable, relaxed position, whether that's sitting in a chair or lying on the floor, although you don't want to be so comfortable that you fall asleep. And now just gently close your eyes and take a moment to begin focusing on your breathing. And for this moment, just agree to let go of everything else in your life. Breathe in through your nose and pull the air all the way down into your stomach and exhale through your mouth. Really establishing a deep, relaxing rhythm of breathing. And as you learned the other day, practice breathing in for 4 seconds, holding it for 2, and exhaling for 6, like this. Feel the relaxation beginning now at the bottom of your feet and moving upwards. Once again, it might be like stepping into a warm bathtub or feeling a tingling sensation moving up your body. Feel it spread over your feet and your ankles and up your lower legs to your knees. And then continuing through your upper legs, your hips, and your pelvic area. And as you once again imagine and feel this relaxation spreading throughout your body, just continue to take deep breaths in and out. And feel it move up to your stomach, and your lower back, and then up to your chest and upper back. And now let it flow down your arms, your upper arms, elbows, lower arms, all the way down to your hands and fingertips, maybe even making your fingers feel pleasantly warm and heavy and relaxed. Continue to feel that relaxation spread up your shoulders and your neck, to your chin and the back of your head, and then your mouth, your cheeks, nose, and your eyes, and especially even your eyelids, feeling heavy and relaxed. All the way up to the top of your forehead. Now you notice your entire body is relaxed and calm. You can feel it just flowing. And as you continue to breathe smoothly and slowly, mentally scan your body and notice any remaining tension. If there is any tension, focus on that area and direct your breaths in to that area. And as you breathe out, allow that breath to carry the tension away. And if you feel it still is hard to remove any tense areas, imagine a beautiful, glowing gold ball of light, maybe the size of a tennis ball, moving to the area of tension and healing it. And now what I want you to do is point, either with your mind's eye, or you can actually use your hand if you prefer, to where you picture the future is. And for some of you, that might be in front of you, others it might be to the right, and others yet it might be up. Wherever that is, go ahead in your mind's eye, or physically point to that future point. And then what I want you to do is to point to where your past is. Once again, if your future was up, then your past might be down. Or if your future was to the right, it may be to the left. And as you get these 2 points clear, make an imaginary line connecting those 2 spots, with the present moment being right in the middle of that line. So what you've now created is a timeline. And that timeline is of your life. The past you, the present you, and the future you. As you picture this timeline, and you're looking at it, you can almost see little snapshots, little pictures of you at various ages and stages in your life. As you look at this timeline, go ahead and imagine yourself floating up above it. So now you're looking down at this timeline of your life, and along this spectrum you see all these little snapshots of different times in your life, different memories popping up. And as you float above your timeline, I want you to look towards your past and float down the timeline to the younger version of yourself. Specifically, I want you to notice that you're passing by the version of you that drinks alcohol. Just see that version of you go by. But you're going to go past that version of you. So whatever age it is that you started drinking, I want you to move past that version of yourself. So if you started drinking at age 18, you're going to move down your timeline to your past to before the age of 18. To the version of you that hasn't used alcohol or drugs at all for anything. A version of you that has no idea what it's like to escape with the use of drugs and alcohol. And what's amazing is you go down this timeline, you all of a sudden notice that you have access to every year before you started drinking, and you can almost see these snapshots popping up all along this timeline, from when you were a child to when you were in elementary school, to when you went on a vacation with your family, to when you were in high school if you started drinking before high school or after high school, to when you were in maybe junior high school, to your first dance at school, to your first experience with good friends, to your first kiss. All these little snapshots and moments are just popping up, and you just kind of see them there as you're floating above the timeline. And you realize you have access to any moment before you started drinking. And allow yourself to experience that. Maybe it even brings up some emotion, some loss, some good memories, and some bad memories. What I want you to focus on now is look over this time of your life and picture what it was in the moments you had that really got you excited. Scan over that time frame and let the memories come back to you of what you did and what you were doing when you experienced great joy. What things were you enjoying? Were you playing certain sports, for an example, and you got a great feeling and sense of self-worth and accomplishment with that? Or did you have a best friend or a group of friends that really made you feel connected and cared about? Or were you doing various projects, whether it's art projects, wood projects, or something completely else? Or maybe reading a great book. Or perhaps you were on a wonderful family vacation. Maybe you were playing board games with family or friends. Take a minute and think about and actually see along that timeline and let those experiences pop up that you remember experiencing great joy from. They might be with family, they might be with friends, they might be when you were alone in nature. There's no right or wrong answer to this other than what comes back to you that you remember being joyful. And as you prepare to come back to the present, just scan over this time frame one more time. And look and see if anything else comes up that you want to make sure you remember. Maybe it's something that you have forgotten, and you realize, wow, I really did love doing that, and I just lost sight of it. And now go ahead and float back up your timeline to the present moment and come back down. And when you're ready, open your eyes. I want you to remember something important. You are not always dependent on alcohol. At one point in your life, you weren't addicted, and even if that was when you were a young child, that image is really powerful for you to hold on to. And when you're able to go back and remember what it was like to be a child and perhaps having a wonderful time, especially those times when you're filled with pure joy and happiness, like possibly on Christmas Eve, or waiting in a line to get on a scary roller coaster, or having a pillow fight with your friends. These are memories that you can really focus on and visualize to bring you closer to being sober and excited. As well as these are a period of time in your life where most people were able to remember certain times where they experienced joy, and that joy came without alcohol. And you can use these memories to think of ways that you can bring joy and happiness into your life today. So take a minute right now, make sure you record any insights you had during this process so you don't lose them. And as always, here's to your success thriving in sobriety.